Hey folks, welcome to Open's Gaming Den. Today we're going to unbox the game The Witcher Path of Destiny by Go On Board and in collaboration with CG Project Red. The game is designed by Lucas Wozniak. Doesn't say who the artwork is by, although I love the artwork that's on in here. It's definitely very much evocative of the Witcher 3 video game that came out a while back. As you can see that the character models all look pretty much, they're all pretty much taken from there, basically. But I'm very excited about this one because this one promises to be sort of like a thematic game. Definitely has a lot of cool components that I'm looking to crack into and share with you guys. So we're going to see that shortly over here. The game is designed for 1 to 5 players, expected to be played in roughly 45 to 90 minutes. So there you go. All right, so what do we get inside The Witcher Path of Destiny? Let's crack into it and find out. Now, the one interesting thing, again, if memory serves me correctly, that I recall is that instead of getting like a traditional cardboard-based game board, you get a playmat inside this. So I'm excited to see what that is all about and how that works out. I also have all the Kickstarter stretch goals. I'll make a separate video for that, as well as all the other gameplay expansions and whatnot, including Ronin, which is a Japanese themed one where you get Geralt and all the others in samurai themed garb and whatnot, which again looks very cool and interesting. So separate video for that as well. So keep an eye out for those. But in the meanwhile, let's find out what we have inside this guy. Standard inside of the lid, artwork on the box, and sort of like the way that it's all laid out. I'm definitely a fan of it. And the back of the box was also pretty traditional, but overall, that's that. Yeah, that's there. Rulebook definitely has a few pages to it. Let's maybe take it through step by step a little bit. We have the list of components. Looks like there's going to be a bunch of cards, player boards, and all of that stuff. Explains some of the components. Then we go into setup, general rules and terms, turn structure. Again, there's a lot of good visuals that hopefully make learning the game easy to get into. That's the end of the game there. You do have a solo mode, so you can, for those of you who like playing board game solo, there's a definite module, not modular, like rules for that as well. Dale's special rules. So I don't know what this one is about. Don't remember this all that much, but looks like there might be some special stories. This one is the Edge of the World. You have Striga. You have the Lesser Evil and rules for those. And then in the back, you get sort of like a brief explanation of some of the card effects and then iconography, which it's always helpful when you make some use of the back of the rule book for that one. So that's that. Maybe this tells you something about what's inside the box component-wise, but oh, this might, okay, I think I know what this is. This probably tells you what the upgraded components are. So you get a regular board, but hey, with the deluxe one, you get recessed boards. You get standees, but here you get miniatures. You get tokens, but here you get more miniatures. And then, what are these? Monsters, maybe? You get miniatures and boxes, so we'll see what those are. But basically, again, this is a Kickstarter version, so I assume this is some sort of a, again, if memory serves me correctly, maybe like a deluxe version or something like that. So these might be the upgraded components in there. So depending on whether you're picking up your game through Kickstarter or retail, there might be some differences in the version, so just be aware of that. But if you're getting it from Kickstarter and if you back sort of like the deluxe fancy one, whatever that might be, this pretty much should be what you will get in there. So, all right. Cardboard punch out. Let's have a look at some of these. It's all punching out well enough. That's not an issue. Thickness, pretty standard. Like, I'm not going to say this is super thick, but it's I'm happy with what it is. It's not thin, so I don't have to be too worried about that. So we get to see some of those boxes that was promised on that sheet. Oh, and it looks like these are for the stories. Okay, there we go. So you have 3 boxes that you can put together for Edge of the World, Striga, Lesser Evil. There you go. And the thickness of the box is actually pretty decent. I mean, I've definitely seen thinner ones, so that's good. All right, what do we do first? Let's do this. So we get, I assume these are player boards. You have Siri, Dandelion, Yennefer, Geralt, and Vesemir. These are definitely recessed. I mean, hopefully you can tell that, you know, there's you can probably put a cube in here and then keep track of them. There are spots for discs over here as well. And then on the back side, there's also a little bit of recessed area. I'm assuming it's probably for you to slide cards in there. So you get 5 of these. Again, the game goes up to 5, so that's probably the right fit for that. Now, you still get the standees, even in this version, so you do have that, should you decide that you want to play with that. I know that some people prefer standees over miniatures, so it's nice to know that you still have the option. What are these? Now, we already had a look at the player boards. I think these might be sort of like the character cards, perhaps. Again, the art book is definitely evocative of the video game. It does repeat a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Like, again, if you know, if you're looking at the player board and then if you're looking at the card itself, it's the same art, right? So, but again, I like it. I like the video game, so I have no issues or concerns with that. All the same characters. Did I miss Carol? No, he's there. Okay, so you still have 5 of these, and the back end, there's not much going on there, so there's that. Okay, we get a tray. There's nothing in here right now, but I'm assuming you're going to put in the resources once they're available. And it's not the thickest, but it's not the thinnest either. So, and it seems to snap on well, so hopefully you're not going to have them flying around inside the box. We get a lid of sorts, some air. This game officially comes with a bit of air packaged in, so that's fun. What should we look at first? Let's start with the. Why don't we start with the cards? Let's do that. Let's see if we can open this up. It's a thick deck for sure. They could have made this into 2, but this way, I'm guessing you're opening 1. There we go. Okay, here we are. So, cards. What do these cards do? It's hard to say. I mean, these might be action cards. Again, without knowing the rules, it's a bit difficult for me to opine on what these cards are meant for. These could also be for the solo rules, perhaps, because there's actions that I can see at the bottom, so maybe just telling you what to do. Then we have these. They still continue to have the same back, though. Again, the artwork, the aesthetic, I should say, in particular, it's definitely quite nice. So we keep on going. Again, lots of cards. Then we come across these. This has a different back, but I don't know what these do. Then we have some of these, which again have a different back. Okay, and this is the core game end, whatever that means. That's trigger, solo mode. That's the cerebral solo mode. Where's the world's end? Wasn't there a world's end? I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. All right, so cards. Now we should have a look at the card stock as we typically do. It's decent. I'm happy. I probably will sleeve this as is because it looks like you do get quite a bit of storage space in here for them to go into. And you can even put them sideways. So lots of space for you to sleeve them up and still have them fit in. All right, now these, good luck finding sleeves for these. Although you may not want to sleeve them, just depending again on what these cards do by themselves. Well, this is A bit of a struggle, but here we go. Almost there. Almost there, folks. Now, what do these cards do? So, turn summary for the Striga, for the Lesser Evil, for the Edge of the World. Am I looking at it the wrong way? I don't know. That's the Striga card. So it looks like these are the story or the narrative bits, because it looks like there's a lot of text, there's a lot of reading, and it looks like a lot of narration that's going on in here. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay. And then maybe it gives you the rules for playing that particular scenario. Okay. So again, these are big cards, so I'm assuming you're not going to be shuffling them or having a hand of these as you're playing it, but probably something that you put out and then sort of like follow along with whatever it is that it tells you to do. Now, we did talk about a playmat at the start, and here is the playmat. It's a wide one for sure. Not a lot of depth or length, but definitely quite wide. Again, I like it. There are spaces where you can tell what's meant to go. This looks like some sort of a track, or maybe where you keep money. Although I haven't seen money in the game. Or maybe there is money, but I haven't seen it. I assume that those giant cards probably go in here somewhere. And then the smaller cards go in there. And the edge is stitched, so that's quite nice. Again, I like the quality of the mat, and there's a little bit of, well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I took it close to my face to smell it. There's a little bit of smell as of right now, but again, if you have it at a distance, at a regular distance to yourself, you're not really going to smell it. But playmats will have a little bit of smell on that, but that hopefully should go away shortly. So very happy with the way that this particular playmat looks and feels for now. So we're gonna close this off. This here for now. We're gonna sort it out later. I assume the boxes are meant for these guys. You're gonna sort the stories out and put them in there. So we'll do that at some point later on. All right. We have more stuff underneath that. There you go. Okay, so we get, of course, the obligatory miniatures. There we go. Nice, nice. Let's have a look at a few of these. I think that's Vesemir, if I'm not mistaken. There's some detail on the bottom as well. In terms of overall quality for the miniatures or overall level of details, I would say, I mean, the level of detail is good. I've definitely seen miniatures from companies like Awakened Realms or Simon that have a lot more detail on them. But these are quite good. You can definitely tell what you need to tell on these. Oh, there we go. We won't have a go through each and every single one of them. Here's Dandelion. Having a good old time. What else? Maybe one last one. Let's do... Yeah, that's probably one of the markers that's been turned into a miniature. I think there's 4 of these that might be meant to be markers, but they're miniatures. So there you go. They're nice enough. Overall, happy with the quality of the miniatures. Again, I think they're in line with what my expectation would have been if you would have asked me this at the start. We get some player bases. We get, if you're playing with standees, you get standee markers. You get discs, I assume, to put on your playboard and keep track of things. You get What is that? Oh, there's a metal something. Maybe that's a first player marker? I don't know. Definitely a smaller metal piece that I've seen that's not a coin. But, you know, it's just one piece. It doesn't matter. Cubes, I assume to keep track of things on your player board. And then we have some cards at the end, which crack into and have a look at. Core game end. Well, that's one way to start. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Are these characters specific? I don't think so. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But again, these are the small size cards. Stock, consistent with what we saw earlier. So there you go. So that's it. That's everything that comes in the box for The Witcher Path of Destiny. I'm very excited to try it out. I did play the other Witcher game that Go On Board put out recently, but that one was a proper full-on board game as opposed to sort of like a more card-driven. Although I guess it had a lot of cards, so maybe I'm wrong when I say that it's not a card-driven game. But you know what I mean. That one was a much heavier, involved, ran out quite a bit longer versus this one, which is meant to be played in. It says 45 to 90 minutes on the back. So once you know what you're doing, hopefully you can get a game in 1.5 hours if that is accurate. So that's the unboxing for The Witcher. Keep an eye out for the other unboxings that will be coming up shortly on the stretch goals and the other expansions that I'd spoken about earlier and some of the upgraded components and bits. In the meanwhile, thanks everybody for watching. We've been trying to get a lot more regular with the videos on our channel recently, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. We have a lot more videos going out on these unboxings, tutorials, and video game playthroughs. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.